I'm doing pop culture, entertainment, things like that. This here is from Business Insider. It's called Elon Musk reportedly fired a Twitter engineer on the spot after the worker told him his popularity was sinking on the site. Let's see what we got here. Elon Musk has over 125 million followers, so even if he's a little less popular, it's safe to say he's got a lot of followers. Elon Musk fired a top Twitter engineer who told him he was declining in popularity on the site, according to a recent report from the tech newsletter Platformer. So, we don't know exactly where they got their info or anything like that, but okay, let's judge it as we see it. Musk met with several Twitter engineers on Tuesday to discuss his view count on Twitter, which had been on a downward spiral in recent months, Platformer reported. The billionaire had previously assigned workers to look into whether his reach on the platform had been restricted due to a potential issue with Twitter's algorithm, according to the report. Okay, fair enough so far. Seems normal. A lot of people kind of wonder, are my views because of my content? What I'm saying? Is there a problem? This kind of thing. It's really normal for content creators and people with big platforms. This is ridiculous, Musk told the employees, Platformer said, citing multiple sources with direct knowledge of the meeting. All right, so they claim they got this info from people who were there. I have more than 100 million followers and I'm only getting tens of thousands of impressions. Which is kind of strange. I mean, PewDiePie on YouTube has got about 111 million subscribers, and he still gets at least a million, 2, 3, 4 million views a video. I would think that is a little low, no matter what's going on with your popularity. The employee showed Musk internal data and a Google Trends chart that indicated public interest in the billionaire was waning, Platformer reported. Google Trends data shows his popularity peaked at a score of 100 in April, around the time he offered to buy Twitter, and has since dropped to 9. That's a pretty big drop. Come to think of it, I haven't seen him in the news so much. Well, here and there, but not quite like when he bought Twitter, but that's natural. All news goes in waves, has ups and downs, it has its peak, and then it plateaus off eventually. When one of the engineers said Musk's popularity might be declining due to a lack of public interest since his Twitter purchase, Musk told the employee he was fired, according to the platformer. Okay, so that sounds, I guess, pretty bad on its face. And maybe it was. Maybe Elon Musk got into a rage, got pissed, and he fired the person. That could be true. But also, it could be true that he fired him because the guy came to this conclusion without mathematical data and numbers to back it up. I'm not sure exactly who gave him the data we saw before, but it could be that that answer just wasn't technical enough for him coming from that guy in a high position. The billionaire also told employees to track how often his tweets are recommended on the site, as he was unconvinced by the meeting that his view count had not been impacted by an internal issue, the publication said. And Twitter's had some bugs and glitches and things like that, so it's not impossible that something's going on, suppressing his views and things like that and engagements. Musk and a spokesperson for Twitter did not respond to a request for comment from Insider ahead of publication, which they rarely do. And all these publications say that they didn't respond to us. All right, all right. If they did, you would have just printed it. We know. Last week, the billionaire temporarily set his Twitter profile to private to test whether it could increase the view count on his tweets. The social media first added a public view count to users' tweets in December, and I remember him doing that. I had no idea why, but I saw it with my own eyes. On Wednesday, Twitter suffered an outrage that left several users unable to send tweets or direct messages after the company attempted to roll out several new features. I remember that too, and probably some of you guys do. You couldn't follow anyone, DMs didn't work, but it got fixed kind of quickly. Insiders Hallie Hayes previously reported that the social media site could face some hiccups in the coming months after the company laid off thousands of employees. It could be that he laid off too many. I think the cuts were okay based on reports on what they'd been doing, and also based on the fact that the site does run relatively fine, relatively the same after the cuts. But naturally, with less of a staff, there's gonna be a few more issues, I'd say. And it goes on to say it's not the first time he fired someone on the spot. He also fired 3 other people reportedly on the spot, which I'm gonna guess happens. I mean, this isn't really huge, shocking news that a CEO of a huge company fires people on the spot once in a while. I'd imagine it happens quite often. So I don't think they should make it like it's this big deal. No one does it. Oh my God, look at Musk. He's this evil guy firing people. It's not nice. Can't condone it. I hope he thinks about it and things like that. I'm sure they have families or they're climbing the ladder in the career or something, but it's probably kind of common. Anyway, let me know what you think down in the comments. Figured I'd do a quick report here. Haven't done a Musk video in a little while, and if you're not subscribed, I'll be pretty sad about it. But I'll get over it, make a new video, something like that. Done here for now. See you next time.